Good afternoon, everybody. This is Wednesday and afternoon, and we're gonna make pumpkin bars. Okay, so I've already added 2 cups of sugar in this big bowl, and then I put 2 eggs already. It's gonna be 4 eggs total. I always put my eggs, crack them in a separate little bowl, just to make sure that nothing's wrong with them. Otherwise, you waste a whole thingamajigger if you put your eggs in with other stuff. Okay, and then we're going to add 1 cup of vegetable oil, and 1 can of pumpkin. Now, this is not the pie pumpkin. This is pure pumpkin, 100% pure pumpkin, pre-eat. And I'm gonna mix this up. All right, I mixed that up, and we're gonna add the dry ingredients together. It's 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, and 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, we'll add a little more, what the heck. Okay, and then a 1/2 teaspoon each of ginger, half a teaspoon each of ginger, cloves, nutmeg, and salt. So again, the dry ingredients are 2 cups of flour, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of soda, 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, and a 1/2 teaspoon each of ginger, cloves, nutmeg, and salt. And then I've just mixed them together. And you want to make sure your pan is greased and floured, or just use the spray that comes with the flour in it already. So you do that. Take and add your dry ingredients to your wet ingredients. And we're going to mix her up again. Then put your oven on 350, so preheat it to 350. And we've got this all mixed together. I feel a little combobulated today, not quite with myself, I don't think. Okay, so pour this in, make sure you get all the goodie out. And also make sure that when you buy your pumpkin, you buy the pure pumpkin, not the pumpkin for pumpkin pie, okay? And spread it out. Smells really good. You know what it reminds me of course, is Thanksgiving time, and I don't want that to be already. Time flies away so fast already, so. But it smells delicious. And then you bake for about 30 minutes, and we will check it with a toothpick to see if that's exactly what it takes. Everybody's oven is a bit different, and mine sometimes takes longer than what the time says, so we'll see, but I will return. I think while our pumpkin bars are baking, we're going to make the cream cheese frosting, okay? That way it'll be all ready when the bars are done. You know, we're 1 step ahead. That's what we are. Okay, so I have 6 ounces of cream cheese in here and 3/4 of a stick of butter. And then we're going to add 1 tablespoon of milk. And 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Oh, hold on a second, just got to stick my bars in. Set the timer. Okay. All right. Back to 1 teaspoon of vanilla. So 6 ounces of cream cheese, 3/4 stick of butter, 1 teaspoon vanilla, and 1 tablespoon of milk. All right, I've creamed together the cream cheese, milk, vanilla, and butter until it's kind of really light and fluffy. I had it sitting out for a while, so it was pretty soft. Okay, and I'm gonna add my powdered sugar. And you don't have to, but this is what I do with my powdered sugar. Okay, it calls for 4 cups, but I'm just gonna start out with 2 and see how it gets. A lot of times it seems like they have too much powdered sugar, but I take my powdered. I'll show you in a second. Okay, I'm gonna put the couple cups in, and then I'll be right back. So here's how I do my powdered sugar on a lot of stuff. I put it in. I have a bowl and my sifter. I have one of them old-fashioned sifters, but I'm just not using it today. But see what I mean is I put 2.5 cups of powdered sugar in it, and it's very thick already. So I'm just going to add another 1/2 cup. So that will equal 3 cups. And then I just, reason I do this is because I don't want it to be all funky on top. I like it to be all smooth, the frosting. So, there. And then I'll just add this, and I'll be right back again. So I'm back with this, and I put in like 3 cups. I believe it was total of 3 cups of powdered sugar. You can put it all in, the 4 cups if you want. It depends on how thick you want it. You know, and I think this is very thick for me, so that's what we're gonna go with. But we'll leave this to the side until our bars have come out and cooled off. And I have a question for you guys. Would you like it if I put in the comments the recipe card? If I have the recipe card, I can, you know, put it in the comments, and that way you don't have to try to remember the ingredients. Just write in the comments, let me know. And I would like it if you would like and share my videos. That would be really nice, so other people can see them also. But thank you, and I'll come back after the bars are done and we'll frost them. Oh yeah, I forgot to say, if you hear this weird noise in the background, that is my dog snoring. Just to let you know, because it's a weird noise. But yeah, she sits right beside the kitchen counter and snores. That's my... Hey everybody, back with the finished product, or almost finished. It actually took 40 minutes in my oven before the toothpick came out clean. So yeah, it was about a 10-minute difference. And it's cooled off enough. It's a little warm on the bottom of the pan yet, but so we're gonna do our frosting. And to me, this is like the best part of the bar. When I make this one, or banana bars, or anything with cream cheese frosting, right? Very good. It actually might be a little thick. Sometimes it can be too thick, I think. And I like a lot of sweets, but yeah, sometimes it can be too thick. All right, guys. This is my finished pumpkin bar. And I'm sure they're going to be really good, and I'll show it to you cut in the comments. Everybody have a great rest of your day. I think I'm going to go watch some baseball. Talk to you later.